Right, third video. This one's going to be like a little two-parter type thing. Sunday today, where's my phone? Sunday 18th of May. I'm travelling up to Glasgow for an in-person check-in with my coach Andy. Andy's been my coach for about 3 years now. I'm literally just going to slog it up, 4 hours there, 4 hours back. Yeah, just let him have a look over everything. We start prep in about a week's time. So yeah, just trying to do as much as I can to make sure I'm in as best a position as possible to begin prep, and then from there I'm going to do as much as I possibly can this year to make sure that I can present as good of a package as possible, which is what every bodybuilder wants to do ultimately, but you know, they always say it and then they don't do it. So yeah, I'll most likely record my chest session on Tuesday because I don't think I've recorded a chest session yet. So the two-parter will probably be today, Sunday, and then Tuesday. But yeah, in regards to where I'm sat at now, I'm about 101.4 I was yesterday morning. That was after an off-plan meal on Friday night as well, so rocking on. I'm about over 5 kilo down since the end of my last blast about 8 weeks ago. Not really toying much with food. I'm still eating about 4,500 calories on a training day. Yeah, just rocking on. Stuff seems to be coming off pretty smoothly, which means that hopefully this prep will be relatively smooth and I won't have to dig too hard. But you never know what happens until you get into the situation. So yeah, I always forget to say like, comment, subscribe. So I'm going to say that now and get it out of the way, because if not, I will 100% forget to do it. Right, fast forward to Tuesday. I've just pulled up at Optimise. It's chest day. Genuinely excited to train, but then at the same time, it is also a deload session. It's something that's like 100% necessary, especially like with the phase I'm in going into a prep. But at the same time, it's just not the same as training normally. But yeah, always enjoy training at Optimise anyway. Fucking phenomenal kit. Today's session consists of a chest fly, side lateral, today's session is going to consist of a chest fly, a side lateral raise, some variation of, why do I say that so weird? Side lateral. There we go. An incline dumbbell press, the flat flex press, and another fly, which I most likely will do incline dumbbell, because incline dumbbell is hands down one of the best chest exercises ever in existence. So yeah, see you in the gym. Right then, first exercise, yeah. I always do more of an isolation to start my sessions, especially chest, because my chest is absolute shit. It's come up a bit more now. Instead of focusing on bringing your hands together, try bring your elbows together. Chest stays high through the whole movement, shoulders down. It's one thing that a lot of people fuck up on like a pec deck especially. Shoulders come up here. I'm gonna have to take my hoodie off. Successfully made the intro. Bosh. Chest fly's done. I'm going to do a dumbbell actual, just to keep everything sort of nice and smooth. When it comes to like lateral raises, I very much believe that you have to do something that suits your body. If machines don't feel right, stick to a dumbbell. I think more often than not, everyone thinks like you get a bit better resistance profile on certain movements and this and that and constant tension and all that sort of shit, but realistically, if you feel dumbbells in your fucking side delts, you get a good pump off of it, just stick to that, man. I think it's not something that needs overcomplicated. Pick one of them, stick with it, just rinse it to the core. Feels good. Feels good for a reason. The bomb coming into the gym, yeah. Something that like I learned from watching Christian Guzman as like a 15-year-old kid. When you're doing your lateral raises, bring your pinkies out to the side, bring your elbows out to the side. You'll always hear me say anyway, lead with your elbows. If you can't, if that doesn't sit right in your head, lead with your pinkies. Pinkies is an easy way to sort of connect to your side delts a little bit there. Always try to keep your hands, palms facing your legs, raise up to the sides. If you start bringing your hands like this, what more often than not you'll do, you'll pull up into your traps, or you'll go just a bit too far back, which limits range of motion. We'll crack on with some incline dumbbell press now. Shoulders are warmed up, chest is warmed up. I say that. It was supposed to be a deload session, like, but I'm sweating my fucking balls off. You'd think I'm training balls to the wall. In terms of like setting up a deload, there's a few different ways you can do it. Taking the time off training completely, just reducing sets, reducing volume. Most people call it de-volume in that respect. Pulling down sets, reps, weight, de-volume. That's the way that I like to go about it, and that's what I'm doing here. Just pull the poundages down a little bit. Me and Andy usually say about 70-75%, and then make sure you're not training to failure. Still getting close, 2-3 reps in reserve, but yeah, it's enough to get a sweat on, enough to get a good pump on, but not fucking balls to the wall. Whoa. Good. I'm alright, brother, how are you? Yeah? Top body's OG, Billy. But yeah, same premise with the dumbbell presses with flies. Chest stays high the whole way. Open it up, shoulders down, elbows back, elbows across, elbows back, elbows across. Obviously you can perform a dumbbell press in different ways. It's not like there's one specific set way to do it. Your body will feel more comfortable doing it how it's always done it, or how feels most comfortable for your body. But you do have to train your body to sort of maximise the movement. And for me, like you'll notice with how I'm sat, I usually sat quite slouched. Bringing that chest up and that shoulders back, it was a bit of a foreign movement until you sort of teach that movement to yourself. Once it becomes natural, it's like that. Everything starts growing. I think for me, you know, you're sort of reaching that point of legit failure when everything's starting to tell you to stop and pull away and this and that. But if you're just able to push through those reps, I feel like that's when you're going to see the most of your growth. Turning up and making sure that you're sort of putting maximal effort in ultimately is a be all and end all. Right, fourth chest exercise, incline dumbbell fly. I feel incline dumbbell is probably one of my favourite chest exercises. I feel like it drops off nicely at the top, especially like later on in the session when you're going to struggle to get the muscle contracted and short. But realistically, it just allows you to load that stretch up really heavily as well, especially because it's like a range of motion that majority of the time you're not gonna get in any other press. You're not gonna get super wide in many other presses. So I like to really try and get that super deep stretch on this. Maybe go a little bit wider than you typically would with another fly. Like the fly I do at the start of my session, my cable fly or even a pet fly, I usually try and like keep my hands semi-narrow, wrap my elbows around my rib cage and then back across and contract like that. But then with this one I like to, obviously elbows are slightly higher, open up, hands stay wide and just really focus on elbows out, elbows in again. But yeah, like I say, you can load this one up a little bit more. Cut on my lip and it's pissing me right off. Let's go then.
First, gotta find me. What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me?
The next video, or one of the coming videos anyway, I'll try and do a Q&A of some sort. I'll put a box up on my Instagram and then do it that way. So yeah, watch out for that. Yeah, so chest days, finish on a bit of biceps. I think my arms have come on a lot the last, how long have I been in off season for? 2.5 years. And I think it's more down to like switching from push-pull leg style of training where I was just tagging my arms onto the end of sessions. And I've implemented an arm day. I've switched from doing triceps at the end of chest days and biceps at the end of back days to biceps at the end of chest days, triceps at the end of back days. Well, not back days, but shoulder days. So that my arms are still pretty fresh when I train them. Obviously, it's like a lot of people say it's a lot of volume, but realistically, if you want to grow, that's what food PDs are for. They're there for recovery purposes, boosting recovery purposes. This is hands down my favourite bicep curl. I think the Nautilus explode stuff's really nice anyway, but the bicep curl just seems to work well. The angle that it puts your arm in just allows you to get that nice deep stretch, but then at the same time
really flex into the beak at the top. Makes me feel like I've got Kai arms. When my biceps realistically look like noodles. I feel like an natty bodybuilder.
Yeah, finally done. Just going to back some protein now and get myself home. So if there's anything that you want to see at all, just let me know. Write it down in the comment section below. I'll cover absolutely anything to the best of my ability anyway. Right, see you later.